Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station, and we're going to continue with our Strat-O-Matic series with the Italian-American Boston Red Sox taking on the 2017 New York Yankees. The Yankees lead the series 2-1. This is Game 4 from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. All three games have been quite exciting. They've been thrillers, and the Red Sox need to win to tie it back up and head back to Fenway all even. The Yankees want to take their 2 games here and go back to Fenway with a commanding 3-1 lead. So this Game 4 is a matchup of Game 1 starters, Viola versus Severino. Viola defeated Severino in Game 1, 3-1, thanks to the Rico Petrocelli 2-run blast in the bottom of the 7th. Let's go to the Red Sox lineup. Leading off, once again in center field, the little professor, Dominic DiMaggio. Batting second, the hot-hitting Mark Loretta. He's playing third base. And we've recently activated Dustin Pedroia to play second base. So Petey will get his first start in the series. And he's batting third. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Dante Bichette. Batting fifth, doing the catching, Mike Napoli. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Bernie Carbo. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Zeke Sorella. Batting eighth, playing first base. Hopefully his bat gets hot, Anthony Rizzo. Dropped him in the order. And batting ninth, the hero of Game 1, the shortstop Rico Petrocelli. Since then, he's done pretty much nothing at the plate. On the mound for the Yankees, Game 1 starter and loser, tough luck loser, Luis Severino, 14-6, 2.98 earned run average. Behind the plate, the very hot-hitting Gary Sanchez. He has had a home run each game, 3 games, 3 homers. At first is Chase Headley. At second, Starling Castro. Didi Gregorius at short. Roland Torres at third. Brett Gardner in left, who robbed Tony Clignier of a home run yesterday. Aaron Hicks in center, and Aaron Judge, the big one, in right. And in the chat, we have Strat-O-Matic Delaware. How are you, my friend? Just finished watching a fabulous. He has the Dead Ball Championship Series going on there. He did a Dead Ball season of teams from different years. And I'm not going to spoil it, but it was a good one. I'm not going to spoil either one of the games. 2 games have been completed. I suggest you go to Strat-O-Matic Delaware and check them out. Card and dice, Strat-O-Matic baseball at its finest. That's Eric from Strat-O-Matic Delaware. So Dominic DiMaggio will lead off. Corners playing in. DiMaggio looking for the 2-6. Sanchez sets the sign, and we are on our way. Here's the pitch to the little professor. It's a 6. He needs a 2, 8, 9, 11. He gets a 7. Ground ball to second base. Can Castro make the play? 20-sided dice roll. 11 G2 and a 15. That ball is a hard hit ball to Castro, and it goes between his wickets for an E4. DiMaggio is on, thanks to the error by Castro, and here comes the hot-hitting Mark Loretta. Loretta has been absolutely fabulous in this series. He had a 2-run homer yesterday. Loretta's looking for the 3-6 column. We've been playing a lot of hit and run with Loretta, but we're going to let him swing away here. Here's the pitch to Loretta. It's a 1. This is pretty good for Mark. And a 7. And he works a walk. DiMaggio moves up to second base, so the first two runners are on. And here is Dustin Pedroia. He has recently been activated by the Italian-American Boston Red Sox. Pedroia a chance to impress his manager, Al, Red Sox fan here. 2 on, no outs. The I-tie Red Sox looking to jump out to an early lead here off Severino. Sanchez sets the target. Here's the pitch to Pedroia looking for the 3-1. It's a 1, and a 4, and a 13. And that's a fly ball out to Gardner. It's sinking. Gardner comes charging in, and he makes the diving catch. DiMaggio and Loretta scamper back to their bases. Here comes Dante Bichette, cleanup hitter, the designated hitter. Bichette's been a good hitter for the Red Sox here in this series. Bichette looking for the 3-1 column. Severino and the Yankees looking for a double play to get out of this inning. 1 out, 2 on. Here's the pitch to Dante. It's a 2. He needs a 2. 11, 12. He gets a 9. Ground ball to second B. Castro has it. He throws to second and on to first. Not in time. Bichette beats it out. So runners on the corners with 2 outs. And here comes Mike Napoli. He homered in yesterday's game. As Strat-O-Matic Delaware is Franco Harris, the honorary first base coach. He could be. He could be. Even though he's a Pittsburgh Steeler, he might have been a Red Sox fan. Franco's Italian-American Army. Sanchez wiggles the fingers. Severino rocks and fires. It's a 4. We need a 9. We get an 11. It's a fly ball out to Aaron Judge. He moves towards the line and makes the catch. The Red Sox threaten but do not score. We go to the bottom of the first. Due up for the Yankees of 2017, Gardner, Hicks, and Judge. On the mound for the Boston Red Sox, the winner of Game 1, Frank Viola. Again, this Boston Red Sox Italian-American team was made up with the free agent file I purchased through Strat-O-Matic Baseball. It goes all the players up until 2016. And Viola, it looks, from when I've gone with looking at Baseball Reference, it looks like an average of their career, historical career. So Viola 15 and 13, 3.73, 154 strikeouts, 72 walks. And you have Napoli behind the plate, Rizzo at first, Pedroia at second, Petrocelli at short, Loretta at third, Carbo in left, -3 arm, DiMaggio in center, that's Dominic DiMaggio, -3 arm, and Al Zerella in right, -2 arm. Napoli behind the plate is a 0 arm. For the Yankees, leading off playing left field, Brett Gardner. He's had a heck of a series. At the plate and on the mound, in left, on the mound, excuse me. Batting second, Aaron Hicks. He's in center field. Batting third, Aaron Judge. The Yankee fans want to see him break out. He's hitting 111 in the series. Batting fourth, Gary Sanchez. Sanchez has a home run in every game. That's 3 home runs. He's been very hot. He's doing the catching. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Matt Holliday. He homered yesterday off Calvin Schiraldi, which proved to be the game-winning hit. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Starling Castro. Batting seventh, the shortstop, D.D. Gregorius. Batting eighth, the first baseman, Chase Headley. He has bounced between first and third in this series. And batting ninth, the third baseman, Ronald Torres. And I'd like to say hello to another good friend of the channel, moderator extraordinaire, Beatles Eternally. As Beatles says, lots of Italians. Yes, this is the Italian-American Boston Red Sox team that I came up with. So Brett Gardner to lead off, Loretta and Rizzo playing in at the corners. Viola gets the sign from Napoli. Here's the pitch to Gardner, looking for the 6-4. He gets a 1 and a 5. And he goes down looking at the knee cheese. one away. Viola starts the game off in style with a K. Here comes Aaron Hicks. Hicks looking for the 1-6. Switch hitter batting lefty off the righty off the left-handed throwing Viola. Napoli sets the target. Viola deals. It's a 6. Hicks wants a 5, 6, 7, 8. He gets a 6. And he goes the other way. He singles to right. So Hicks is on first with one out, and here's Aaron Judge. Judge looking to break out. Viola takes a peek at first. Rizzo holding Hicks on. Here's the pitch to Judge, looking for the 1-6. He gets a 3. This isn't too bad. And a 7. And Judge works a walk as Viola pitches very carefully around the big man. Hello, Ken Castro has entered the chat. So 1 out, 2 on. The one thing Judge has done in the first 4 games of this series is get that walk. And here's the very dangerous Gary Sanchez. He has 3 homers in 3 games. He homered off Viola in game 1. If he does it here, the Yankees will take a 3-0 lead. 1 out, 2 on. Viola looking to induce a double play ball. Napoli wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch to Sanchez. It's a 2. Oh boy. And a 6. And it's a 12. And that ball's launched to deep center field. DiMaggio on his horse, racing back. He won't get to it. That's going to grab some wall. Throw for the lead runner. Why not? It's a 13! And both runners... No! They got Judge out at the plate! So DiMaggio to Petrocelli on to Napoli, who applies the tag, and they nail Judge. 1 run does score on the Sanchez double. The Yankees take a 1-0 lead, but there's 2 outs. And here's Matt Holliday. Holliday had the game-winning homer yesterday. He's looking for a 1-6 column. Viola peeks over his shoulder, but Sanchez going nowhere. Very slow runner. Here's the pitch. It's a 1. This is very good for Holliday. And a 10. And a 14, and Matt Holliday crushes that ball to left center field, and the Yankees will take a 3-0 lead as he has home runs in back-to-back games now as he's heating up. So that Frank Viola beautiful music that he played in Game 1, he's out of tune here so far. In Game 4, 3-0 Yankees. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Starling Castro comes to the plate. Castro looking for the 1-6 column. Viola kicks and fires. It's a 1. And an 8. And that's a single to left. The hit parade continues here in the bottom of the first. Napoli goes out to have a word with Viola. And here's D.D. Gregorius. Castro, excellent base runner. Rizzo and Viola will have to work hard to keep him at first. D.D. Gregorius looking for the 3-6 column. Castro trying to get the lead. And he can't. Good job by Rizzo and Viola. Now Napoli sets the target. Here's the pitch to Gregorius. It's a 4. And an 8. And he goes down looking with the curveball. Side retired. But the Yankees score 3 thanks to the double and the 2-run blast. The double by Sanchez and the 2-run blast by Matt Holliday. We go to the top of the second. The Italian-American Boston Red Sox have some work to do. They trail by 3. Due up for the I-Tie Red Sox, Carbo, Zarella, and Rizzo. If anyone gets on, Rico Petrocelli. Carbo looking for the 3-6 column. Severino nods his head. The windup and the pitch. It's a 6. He needs an 8-9. He gets an 8. It's a 17. And Carbo launches that ball to center field. Hicks is going back. He's not going to get it. And Bernie Carbo will have a leadoff double. He has a chance for a triple. We're going to say no. So Carbo leads off the top of the second with a double. And here comes Al Zeke Zarella. Zarella looking for the 2-6 column. Sanchez goes through the signs. Severino's ready. The windup and the pitch. It's a 6. He needs an 8-9. He gets a 7. Ground ball to second base. Needs a low 20-sided dice roll here. He's not going to get it. 13G2 and an 11. No error this time for Castro. Castro has it, throws to Headley. And advancing to third is Carbo. So with one out, Bernie Carbo's 90 feet away from putting the Red Sox on the board. Here comes Anthony Rizzo. Got dropped way down in the order. He has struggled mightily in these first 3 games. Rizzo looking for the 2-6 column. Severino's ready. He rocks and fires. It's a 2 and a 4. And Anthony Rizzo breaks out in a big way as that ball is hit by to right field. Judge just turns and look as Rizzo will round the bases. It is a 3-2 lead for the Yankees, as Rizzo is greeted by Carbo and Petrocelli at the plate. And now they go back to the dugout. One thing my Italian-American Boston Red Sox team can do is mash the ball. Pitching, not so good, but we can hit the ball well. So here's Rico Petrocelli with one out. He was the hero offensively in Game 1. Had the game-winning homer. Severino's ready. Here's the pitch to Petrocelli, looking for the 3-1. It's a 5. He needs a 7-10. He gets an 8. And a swing and a miss by Rico. 2 down. Top of the order, the little professor, Dominic DiMaggio. 0 for 1. He reached on an error by the second baseman Castro. In the chat, we have the Bears, the Cubs. How are you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. Corner's playing in to protect against the bunt. Here's the pitch to Domi. It's a 1. Nothing there. He needs a 2. He gets a 2. It's a 14. And Dominic DiMaggio just crushes that ball to left center field. And we have a tie ball game as the Italian-American Boston Red Sox come back with 2 home runs in the top of the second. And it is a 3-3 ball game. A 2-run blast by Rizzo and a solo shot by the little professor Dominic DiMaggio. And here coming to the plate, the hot-hitting Mark Loretta. He walked his first time up. He homered in Game 3. Once again, the Italian-American Boston Red Sox have Severino's number. Loretta digs in. He's ready to grip and rip. Severino kicks and fires, looking for a 3-6. It's a 3 and a 4. And Loretta smashes a line drive to center. And that is a single. So Mark Loretta with a 2-out single continues the inning. And here comes Dustin Pedroia. Petey's 0 for 1 today. Was activated for this game. Excuse me, Headley holding Loretta on at first. Severino takes a peek. Here's the pitch to Pedroia looking for the 3-1 column. He gets the 1. And he gets a 7. He checks his swing, and that's ball 4. Loretta moves to second. Pedroia's on at first. And here comes Dante Bichette. Bichette's 0 for 1. 3-3 ball game. 2 outs, 2 on. Here's the pitch to Dante. It's a 3. This is a very good column for Dante. And a 6. And that's a single to left. Loretta has a 1 through 11 chance to score. We're going to hold him. Bases will be loaded with 2 outs. And here's Mike Napoli. Mike Napoli homered in yesterday's game. As Strat-O-Matic Delaware says, yeah, go Sox! Napoli's 0 for 1 today. He's looking for the 3-6 column. Definitely wants that 3 column. No place to put Napoli. Sanchez has a quick word with Severino, now back behind the plate. Wiggles a finger, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Napoli. It's a 5. He needs a 7-10. He gets a 4. Ground ball to Torres. 20-sided dice roll. Sure fielder Torres usually. 20G1 and an 11. Torres charges the ground ball, throws to Headley, side retired. But the Italian-American Red Sox score 3 and tie the ball game up. A 2-run blast by Anthony Rizzo and a solo shot by the little professor Dominic DiMaggio. We go to the bottom of the second, 3-3. Due up for the Yankees of 2017. Headley, Torres in the top of the order, Brent Gardner. Viola has been given a reprieve from the governor. Can he make up for what he did in the past? Let's see. Here's the pitch to Headley. It's a 1 and an 8 and a 5, and there's a single to center. The hitting shoes are on here for both teams. Rizzo holding on Headley. The corners are in to protect against the bunt. Viola takes a peek. Here's the pitch to Torres. 2. This is a good Torres column. And an 8. And that's a single to left. Back-to-back singles to start off the bottom of the second. 2 on, no outs. Top of the order. Brett Gardner's 0 for 1. Viola have to bear down here. Rizzo goes from first to the mound, has a quick word with his pitcher. Now back to the first base bag. Corners playing in. Here's the pitch to Brett Gardner. It's a 3 and a 7. And Viola misses badly. The bases are loaded as he walks Gardner. So 2 singles and a walk. No place to put the number 2 batter, Aaron Hicks, and he is 1 for 1 with a run scored. The Red Sox quickly get bullpen action up. Chris Capuano gets up with the bullpen. Springfield, Massachusetts native. Red Sox will give up a run to turn 2. Here's the pitch to Hicks. It's a 2 and an 8. Swing and a miss! Viola gets a big strikeout there. So 1 out. And here comes Aaron Judge. He walked his first time up. Napoli sets the defense. Squats down. Goes through the signs. Viola nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Judge. Judge looking for the 1-6 column. He gets a 5 and a 7. Ground ball to second base. Come on, Petey. Make the play. 20-sided dice roll. 11G1. And, oh, Petey makes the error. Should have been a double play ball. Goes right through his wickets. And the Yankees take a 4-3 lead. We activated you, Petey, and this is what you do to us? So, Viola should have been out of the inning. Pedroia makes the error. No RBI for Judge. So 1 out, base is still loaded. And the very dangerous Gary Sanchez, who doubled his first time up and knocked in a run, now has a chance to knock in a few more runs. Base is loaded, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Sanchez, looking for the 2-6 column. He gets a 6, and he gets a 6. And that's a single to right. Torres will score from third, and they're going to wave Gardner around. And Zarella will throw for the plate. Anything 16 or under, he will score. It's a 12, and he does score, and it's 6-3. So the Yankees come back with 3 in the bottom of the second to take a 3-run lead once again, and there's still a chance to do more damage as that Pedroia error at second has opened up the floodgates. And here's Matt Holliday. He's 1 for 1. He homered off Frank Viola. Capuano working quickly in the pen. Here's the pitch to Holliday. It's a 6 and a 9. Ground ball to Petrocelli. 20-sided dice roll. 13G1 and an 11. Could be a double play ball here. Petrocelli has it. He flips to second on to first. 6-4-3 double play, and Viola's finally out of the inning. The error was a killer. Those runs will be unearned. We go to the top of the third. The Yankees once again retake the lead by 3. New York 6, the Italian-American Red Sox 3. And here's Bernie Carbo. He started it all off in the top of the second with a leadoff double. Can he do it again off Severino? The windup being the pitch by Severino. It's a 1 and a 3. And he goes down looking. So Carbo strikes out. Now Zeke Zarella 0 for 1. He awaits the Severino offering. Here it is. It's a 6. He needs an 8-9. He gets an 8. And it's a 19. And Zarella will split Hicks and Judge. And he will have a 1-out double as that gets to the wall. So Zarella's on at second. Here's Anthony Rizzo. He is 1 for 1. He had a 2-run homer in the top of the second. Let's see if he can do it in the top of the third. Sanchez sets the target. Here's the pitch to Anthony Rizzo. It's a 3. He needs an 11. He gets a 7. Ground ball to first. Headley has it. Foul ball. Now a ground ball to first. Headley has it. And he takes it to the bag himself. It's a close play, but they do get Rizzo. Advancing to third is Al Zeke Zarella. Here's Rico Petrocelli. Petrocelli is 0 for 1. 2 outs. Zarella at second. 6-3 Yankees. Sanchez wiggles his fingers. Severino nods his head. He kicks and fires. It's a 5. Petrocelli needs a 7-10. He gets a 6. Swing and a miss by Rico. Side retired. The Red Sox threaten but do not score. And Frank Viola has come back out on a very short leash. He'll face Castro, D.D. Gregorius, and Chase Headley. Castro 1 for 1. Viola deals. It's a 1. Oh boy. And an 8. And that's a single up the middle. The Viola magic from Game 1 is not here in Game 4. And the Red Sox trail 2-1. Castro, 80% chance of stealing second. Rizzo and Viola will have to work hard to keep him there. Castro attempts to get the running lead, but he cannot. So Viola will face D.D. Gregorius now. Here's the pitch to D.D. It's a 1 and a 9. It's a fly ball out to Carbo. He has a beat on it. He's coming in, and he makes the catch. 1 away. Chase Headley comes to the plate. Yankee first baseman's 1 for 1 with a run scored. Petrocelli and Pedroia pinching the middle. Looking at turn 2. Viola works quickly. It's a 3 and an 8 and an 8. And that ball's launched to center field. Dominic DiMaggio going back. He leaps at the wall. Can't make the catch. They're going to wave Castro around. Here comes the relay throw. It's a 7. And they don't get him. So DiMaggio to Petrocelli. The throw to the plate is late. And the Yankees go up 7-3. And here's Reyes. Here's Ronald Torres. He's 1 for 1 with a run scored. And this will be Viola's last batter. Here's the pitch. It's a 2. Good God, is he having bad luck. And a 10. And that's a single up the middle. DiMaggio charges it. But to no avail. Another run scores 8-3. And that's it for Frank Viola. He got shelled. In 2 1/3 innings, he has given up 8 runs. The Red Sox go to their pen, and they're going to go to Chris Capuano. Capuano will face Brett Gardner. Here's the pitch. It's a 4 and a 7. Ground ball to Petey. Let's see if he can make this play. 7G1 and a 9. This should be 2. Pedroia has it. Over to Petrocelli. Back to Rizzo. 4-6-3. Double play. Side retired. Capuano comes in and mops up that mess. But the 2017 Yankees score 2 more. And it's now 8-3 over the Italian-American Boston Red Sox. And here's Dominic DiMaggio. And it'll be Mark Loretta and Dustin Pedroia. DiMaggio's 1 for 2 with a home run. Corners playing in. The wind-up and the pitch by Luis Severino. It's a 2 and a 10 and a 9. And that's a fly ball to Gardner. Sinking line drive. And he makes the shoe-top catch for out number 1. Mark Loretta is 1 for 1. He's also walked. Severino nods his head. Sanchez sets the target. Here's the pitch to Loretta. It's a 5. He needs a 7-10, and he gets a 3. Ground ball back to Severino. 20-sided dice roll. 13G1, 11-12, 11-12. It's an 8. So Loretta will ground out to the pitcher as Severino throws to Headley. 2 down. Here comes Dustin Pedroia, whose era opened up the floodgates. As Mike McAllister's entered the chat. Hope all is well with you, Mike, and also D. Scott Howard. Excellent to see all you fine gents. Petey's got to make up for his huge error that opened up the floodgates for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1 with the walk. Here's the pitch to Pedroia, looking for the 3-1. He gets a 3. And a line out to Gregorius on the 3-roll side retired. Petey hit it hard, but right at the shortstop. We go to the bottom of the 4th. The New York Yankees of 2017. The Boston Red Sox, Italian-American style, 3. Capuano's on the mound, taking over for the shell-shocked Frank Viola. No magic for Frank. The Game 1 winner was battered, bruised, and KO'd. Capuano to face Hicks. Hicks is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Here's the pitch. It's a 1. Oh, boy. And a 6. And that ball's launched to left. Carbo just hangs his head. That ball is gone. Chris Capuano gives up a gopher ball. It's now 9-3. As things are looking good for the Yankees, they smell a 3-1 games lead now. Here's Aaron Judge. Judge is 0 for 1. Capuano rubs up the baseball. Back up on the hill. The windup and the pitch to Judge. Looking for the 1-5. He gets the 1. And it's an 8. And it's a 4. And these are back-to-back jacks off Chris Capuano. As it's now 10-3. As Aaron Judge goes yard. And the Yankee fans explode here in the Bronx in the house that Bruce built. So what we've worried about has happened. Our stinky pitching, which kept us sort of in the games in the first 3 games, has imploded. It's now 10-3. Here's Sanchez 2 for 2. Capuano deals. It's a 5. And a ground ball to Rico Petrocelli. 17 G1, a 20-sided dice roll, and a 9. Petrocelli ranges towards the second base bag, has it, spins, and fires to Rizzo for out number 1. And Strat-O-Matic Delaware says, a Judge blast. Yes, it was. So 1 out, no one on. Here's Matt Holliday. He's homered today. Capuano deals. It's a 6. And a 5. Swing and a miss. So 2 outs. The Yankees have scored in every inning. 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 2 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. The progression is getting lower, so that's good, right? Here's Starling Castro, 2 for 2 with a run scored. 2 outs, bases empty. 10-3 Yankees. Here's the pitch to Castro. It's a 6. And an 8. And back-to-back strikeouts on the swing and the miss. Capuano strikes out the last 2. So he strikes out 2, gives up 2 home runs. We go to the top of the 5th. The 2017 Yankees have a commanding 7-run lead as they lead the Italian-American Boston Red Sox 10-3. 2 up for the I-Tie Red Sox. Bichetti, Napoli, and Carbo. Dante Bichetti's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch by Luis Severino. It's a 5. He needs a 7-10. He gets a 6. And that will be a strikeout looking. So 1 out. Here's Mike Napoli. The catcher's 0 for 2. Severino works quickly. It's a 5. He needs a 7-10. He gets a 3. Ground ball back to Severino. 20-sided dice roll. 10G2. And an 11. This will be an error. Severino has it, and he throws low, and that is an error. It pulls Headley off the bag. So Napoli reaches on the Severino error, and here comes Bernie Carbo, 1 for 2 with a double. Carbo looking for the 3-6 column. The 1's not too bad either. A lot of walks there. Severino peeks to first. Napoli going nowhere. Now he deals to Carbo. It's a 6. He needs an 8-9. He gets a 9 and a 12. And Carbo launches that one to right. That's a 2-run blast. And the Red Sox are now, it's now a 10-5 ball game. They've cut the lead in half thanks to the Bernie Carbo 2-run blast to right. So Carbo has doubled and homered. And here come the Red Sox. Like I said, they can mash the ball, my boys. Can't pitch worth a lick. Here's Zeke Zarella. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Here's the pitch to Zarella. It's a 2. And a 9. And he launches one to right center field. That's going to split Hicks and Judge, get to the wall, and Zeke Zarella has his second double. He's now 2 for 3 with a 1-out double. And here's Anthony Rizzo, who's 1 for 2. Rizzo had a 2-run homer back in the top of the third. When the Red Sox were down 3, they tied it up with 3 in the top. I'm sorry, in the top of the second. They scored 3 to tie it up. So it's a 10-5 ball game. Zarella's at second, Rizzo at the plate, 1 out. Sanchez goes out to the mound to have a word with Severino. Back behind the plate, he sets the target. Here's the pitch to Anthony. It's a 2 and a 12. They come high and tight, and Rizzo's hit with the pitch. As he tried to brush Anthony back, Rizzo's at first, has a few choice words for Severino, and here comes Rico Petrocelli. Petrocelli's 0 for 2. Petrocelli had the game-winning home run in Game 1. Can he go yard once again? Petrocelli looking for that 3 or the 1. Severino in a bit of a pickle here. 10-5 Yankees. Here's the pitch to Petrocelli. That ball's in the dirt. It's going to get away from Sanchez. The runners move up. That's a wild pitch on Severino. He seems to be rattled. Zarella at third, Rizzo at second. Base hit, could score 2. Petrocelli digs in. He's ready to grip and rip. Severino kicks and fires. It's a 3. Come on, Rico. And a 9 and an 11. Rico Petrocelli launches that one to left center field. He has just hit a 3-run bomb. And the Red Sox have pulled it within 2. It's now 10-8. As the Italian-American Boston Red Sox continue to mash the ball here in the top of the 5th. And in top of the order now, Dominic DiMaggio, the little professor's 1 for 3 with a home run. Corners move in. Severino's on the ropes, ready to be knocked out. Just as the Yankees knocked out Viola, the Red Sox want to return the favor. Here's the pitch to Dominic DiMaggio. And that's it. Joe Girardi has TKO'd Severino. And here comes Caleb Smith in the top of the 5th with 1 out. Base is empty. Yankees holding on to a 2-run lead after the Red Sox have plated 5. Smith done with his warm-up tosses. Smith, no wins, 1 loss, 7.71 earned run average. Struck out 18, walked 10. DiMaggio's ready. Here's the pitch from Smith. It's a 4 and a 10. This will be a play for Sanchez. And it's a 10 P/P and a 10, so this will be a pop-out, I believe. DiMaggio pops it up. Sanchez throws the mask off and makes the catch for out number 2. DiMaggio disappointed with himself as he goes back to the dugout. So 2 outs, and it's a 10-8 ball game. No one on, and the hot-hitting Mark Loretta comes to plate. He's 1 for 2 and also has a walk. On deck, Dustin Pedroia. Here's the pitch to Loretta. It's a 3 and an 8 and a 1. And the hot-hitting Mark Loretta continues as he singles up the middle. With 2 outs, he extends the inning. The tying run comes to the plate, and Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia's 0 for 2 with a walk, and he had that devastating error. As Strat-O-Matic Delaware says, holy wow, fill the skies with Spaldings. They sure do. I can put together a team that mashes. They can't pitch. I have no pitchers. Your job in the chat is to find me a Boston Red Sox who's Italian-American who can pitch. Alrighty. And Eddie Seacott is not Italian-American. He's French-Canadian. Here's the pitch to Pedroia. It's a 2. Nothing there for Dustin. And it's going to be a ground ball to Torres. He'll throw to Headley. And the side will be retired. But the I-Tie Red Sox score 5 on a plethora of home runs in the top of the 5th and have pulled to within 2. We go to the bottom of the 5th, the 2017 Yankees 10, the Italian-American Boston Red Sox 8. And now can Chris Capuano hold the Yankees at bay? Probably not. But we have a lefty-lefty matchup here with Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch by Capuano. It's a 2. And a 5 and a 19. That's a line shot. Pedroia leaps in the air and snares the ball as he takes a single away from Didi Gregorius. So 1 out. And here's Chase Headley. He is 2 for 2 with a double. Jim Corsi's up in the pen, along with Joe Sambito. We've seen enough of Calvin Schiraldi. We might even see Dick Drago early. Here's the pitch to Headley. Looking for the 3-5. It's a 1. And it's an 8 and a 15. And that's a line up to Pedroia. And once again he leaps in the air and robs a base hit from a would-be Yankee hitter. So 2 leaping catches by Pedroia at second. They've hit Capuano hard in the bottom of the 5th, but Pedroia has saved the day for his paisan on the mound. So 2 outs, no one on. Ronald Torres is 2 for 2 with an RBI. Capuano rubbing up the baseball. Napoli pounds the mid, sets the target. The windup and the pitch by Chris Capuano. It's a 4 and a 6. And this time that finds the hole between Loretta and Petrocelli into left. A 2-out single. Here's Brett Gardner. He's 0 for 2 with a run scored. Torres, excellent base runner at first. Capuano and Rizzo will have to work hard to keep them put. Here's the pitch to Gardner. It's a 5 and an 8. Oh, God. A 19. That ball's launched to right field. Al Ziccarella racing back at the track. He leaps. Does he have it? Yes! What a catch by Al Ziccarella! Saving the day for out number 3, robbing Gardner of a home run. Brett Gardner robbed Tony Caligiero yesterday. As Tri-X fans enter the chat, how you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. So, it was an adventure, a lot of hard-hit balls, but somehow Capuano finds 3 outs with a little help from his friends. 2 leaping catches by Pedroia at second, and then Al Ziccarella with a wonderful web gem in right center, robbing the home run. Due up in the top of the 6th for the Italian-American Boston Red Sox to face Caleb Smith, Dante Bichette, Mike Napoli, and Bernie Carbo. Bichette's 1 for 3. Here's the pitch by Caleb Smith. It's a 5, nothing there for Bichette, but Payne. And a 5, ground ball to short, and the screen's not coming up, so we'll do show result. 20-sided dice roll 9, G1, 14. Gregorius has it, throws to Headley, out number 1. Here's Mike Napoli. He is 0 for 3 with a run scored. Red Sox trail 10-8. Smith deals to Napoli. It's a 4 and a 12. And a swing on the miss by Napoli. Try to bring the Red Sox to within 1 with that swing. He got nothing but air there. And here comes Bernie Carbo. Carbo is 2 for 3, a double and a home run. Carbo digs in. Smith gets a sign from Sanchez. He kicks and fires. It's a 4 and a 3. This is a fly ball out to Aaron Judge. 20-sided dice roll. We need a 3 or under. It's a 17F3 and a 10. Carbo sends that ball towards the corner. Judge on the run, reaches out, and he makes the catch. Side retired. Go to the bottom of the 6th, 10-8 Yankees. And here's Aaron Hicks. He's 2 for 3 with a homer. He's a switchy hitter. And got Judge righty right. So we're going to go to Jim Corsi will come in the game. Capuano's day is done. Here's Jim Corsi. Corsi, his average career, sort of. 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 save. 28 strikeouts, 19 walks. Hicks turns around to hit lefty now, off the right-handed throwing Corsi. Here's the pitch to Hicks. It's a 6. Oh, boy. And an 8. And a 13. And that's a single to center. Leadoff single by Hicks. And he's got a 70% chance of stealing second. Rizzo and Corsi will have to do a good job to try to hold him on. He's going to try to... He attempts to steal second. Here's a throw down. It's a 13. Oh, he avoided the tag. Petrocelli is screaming at the umpire. Napoli's screaming at the umpire. But the man in blue is not changing the call. Hicks is safe, so he's in scoring position with no outs. Here's Aaron Judge. He's 1 for 2 with a home run. Of course, he rocks and fires. It's a 4. And a 6. It's a 19. That's a deep fly ball to left. Bernie Carver going back at the wall. He leaps. Does he have it? Yes, he brings it back. What a catch by Carbo and left, robbing a 2-run homer by Judge. So the corner outfielders have flashed the leather here for the Red Sox. Zarella robbed a home run, and now Carbo has done the same. Keeps it a 2-run game, and here's Gary Sanchez, 2 for 3. First base is open. Holiday on deck. Do we want to walk him? Set up the double play ball. Holiday's homer, too. We're going to pitch to Sanchez. Here's the pitch to Gary Sanchez. It's a 4. I should have walked him. And a 5. And it's an 18. And that's a shot to the right field corner. Alzique Zarella on the run, and he makes the catch in the corner. Here's the throw, tagging up his Hicks. It's way too late. Hicks gets the third base easily. But Zarella saved a run for the moment. So 2 outs. Hicks at third. And Matt Holliday comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a home run. D. Scott Howard says he's better than his brother Joe. Meaning the little Professor Dominic DiMaggio. Tribes fan, defense need not apply. No, pitching needs not apply. The pitching's awful. All right. On deck is Castro. Here's the pitch to Holiday. It's a 5. Please get him out. And it's 5. Swing and a miss. Corsi strikes him out. The Yankees threaten but do not score by the act of God. Carbo robbed a home run. We go to the top of the 7th. The Yankees of 2017 cling to a 2-run lead over the Italian-American Boston Red Sox 10-8. 2 up for the Red Sox. Alzique Zarella, Anthony Rizzo, and Rico Petrocelli. Zarella's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Here's the pitch from Smith. It's a 2. Come on, Zarella. And a 7. And a 7. And Alzique Zarella has his 3rd hit. He singles up the middle. Here's Anthony Rizzo. Rizzo represents a tying run. He's 1 for 2 with a home run. Will Girardi make a switch here? He will not. Here's the pitch. It's a 3. Most likely a double play ball. And a 2. And Rizzo goes down looking, which actually is not a bad deal because anything else is pretty much a double play ball. So 1 out. And here's Rico Petrocelli. He's 1 for 3. He had a 3-run homer in the top of the 5th. If he hits a 2-run shot, we have a tie ball game here. Smith, 38 pitches. He's good for 55. He looks in at Sanchez. Takes a peek to first. Sanchez sets the target. Here's the pitch to Petrocelli. It's a 6. And a 6. A 19. Petrocelli drives that ball deep to left center field. Gardner on the run. And he makes the catch right at the wall. Oh, Petrocelli gave it a ride. Just falls short. Oh, my. I thought we had a tie ball game there. Zarella retreats back to first, 2 outs, top of the order. Petrocelli came a foot short, less than a foot short of tying this game up. Gardner, right at the wall, made that little leap. I think it would have been out. He makes the catch. Here's Dominic DiMaggio. Zarella will be off on contact. Here's the pitch to the little professor. It's a 2. Come on, Dommy. And a 4. And DiMaggio blasts a single to center. And we will hold Zarella at second. So 2 outs, 2 on. The hot-hitting Mark Loretta. 2 for 3 with a walk. Loretta's looking for the 6-3 column. They're still sticking with Caleb Smith. Let me make sure I'm not managing. No, I can't be managing them because they did make a pitching change on their own. Yes, the computer's managing them. Okay, because they did make a pitching change. Sanchez goes out to the mound, has a word with his pitcher, now back behind the plate. Loretta's ready to grip and rip. The windup and the pitch by Smith. And that's it. They bought some time. And here's Aroldis Chapman. He comes out onto the mound. And he'll have his warm-up tosses. Loretta watches on as Chapman throws his warm-up tosses. Oh, I can beg. I can beg. I can beg with it. It should have been a home run. Alrighty. As Strat-O-Matic Delaware says, Al, begging with your video game is unbecoming of a YouTuber. Really? You should check out what some other YouTubers do. They eat Tide Pods. But they're morons. But they get a gazillion hits, so there's a lot of morons in the world, I guess. Alrighty, Mark Loretta, 2 for 3. 2 on, 2 outs. Can Loretta be the hero once again? The windup and the pitch by Chapman. It's a 2, nothing there for Loretta. And an 8. Loretta hits a line shot, and Didi Gregorius snares out number 3 as they play Take Me Out to the Ballgame. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if we ever go back for it. Root for the home team. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. And that's for Chris from Strat-O-Matic Delaware. Check out that wonderful channel, Strat-O-Matic Delaware with Chris. Alright, the trivia question. Between 1979 and 1983, Greg Lazinski played what 2 fielding positions? Well, he played left field. I'm going to say left field and first base. As Chris from Strat-O-Matic Delaware sings along the chat, at the old ball game. Once again, the trivia question. Between 1979 and 1983, Greg Lazinski played what 2 fielding positions? Left field and I want to say first base. And let's go to the answer. Left outfield and first base. Well, I'll take that. So, all right. So here come the Yankees. Bottom of the 7th. They lead by 2, 10-8 over the Italian-American Boston Red Sox. Corsi on the mound still. Castro's at the plate. He'll be followed by Didi Gregorius and Chase Headley. The real world says I need to take a singing lesson. No. I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. Anyone doesn't want to listen, don't listen. Free country. At the old ball game. I'll sing every inning. Here's the pitch to Castro. It's a 2. And a 3. Ground ball, bouncer. Loretta charges in. Quickly releases to Rizzo. Out number 1. Good job by Anthony. That was a high throw from Loretta. Here's Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 2. Of course, he's at 17 pitches. That's his threshold. boy. Lenny DiNardo will come in. Lenny DiNardo is tough on lefties. He's not a switch hitter, he's a lefty, okay. Here's Lenny DiNardo. So here's Lenny DiNardo. He's done with his warm-up tosses. Gregorius is 0 for 3. Napoli sets the target. Here's the pitch to Didi. It's a 5. Oh, rats. And an 11. And a swing and a miss. Lenny DiNardo does it again somehow. He strikes out another lefty. So there's 2 outs now. Here's Chase Headley. Ooh, that 4-5 is not good on Lenny's card. And you got the 3. So 3, 4, and 5 are really bad. That's it for Lenny DiNardo. Oh, God. Switchy righty, then we got the lefty and a bunch of... That's it. Lenny DiNardo gets his batter. Gonna go to Dick Drago now. Dick Drago comes in the game. 2 outs, base is empty. The Red Sox desperately want to keep it a 2-run deficit. Drago's done with his warm-up tosses. Headley 2 for 3 with a double. Napoli has a word with Drago. Back behind the plate. Wiggles the fingers. Drago nods his head. He deals to Headley. It's a 4. Oh, this is a horrible column for Drago. And an 8. And an 11. That's a line shot right at Rico Petrocelli's side. Retired. We go to the top of the 8th. The 2017 Yankees 10. And the Boston Red Sox Italian-American version 8 at the old ball game. Due up for the Red Sox. Pedroia, Bichette, and Napoli. Dustin's 0 for 3. Back on the mound is Aroldis Chapman, excuse me. 6 pitches, he's good for 18. He deals to Petey. It's a 2, nothing there for Petey but Payne. And a 5. Ground ball to third. Torres throws to Carter, who's now coming to play first. That's out number 1. So coming into play first is Chris Carter. He replaces Chase Headley. So 1 out, no one on. Dante Bichette's 1 for 4. Chapman gets a sign from Sanchez. He kicks and fires. It's a 6. Bichette needs a 3, 4, 5, 6. He gets a 4. It's a 9. And what happened there? Foul ball. Now there is a ball out to Hicks in center. And Gregorius actually goes out and gets it. And he makes the catch. Bichette got way under that thing. So 2 outs, no one on. Mike Napoli's 0 for 4 with a run scored. Sanchez wiggles the fingers. Chapman nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Napoli, looking for the 3-6. He gets a 6. And a 6. And it's an 11. And that ball is going to split Gardner and Hicks to left center field. And Napoli will have a 2-out double. And once again, the Italian-American Boston Red Sox will bring the tying run to the plate. It is Bernie Carbo, 2 for 4 with a home run and a double. Carbo has driven in 2 runs. If he hits a 2-run blast here, we'll have a 10-10 ball game. Carbo wants that 3 or the 1 column. 6 isn't too bad off Chapman's card. Carbo asks for time. Tense moments here at the stadium. Yankees lead the best-of-7 2-1. All the games have been thrillers. As once again the Red Sox have clawed and battled their way back to within 2. Here's the pitch to Bernie Carbo. It's a 2. Nothing there for Bernie but Payne. And an 8. Ground ball to Castro. He flips to Carter. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 10-8 Yankees. Dick Drago back out on the mound for the Italian-American Boston Red Sox. He will face Torres, Gardner, and Hicks. Torres 3 for 3 with an RBI. Here's the pitch from Drago. It's a 6. And a 6. Rizzo backhands it and flips to Drago, covering the bag. 1 away. Corners move in now for Brett Gardner, top of the order. Gardner's 0 for 3 with a run scored. Drago works quickly. Here's the pitch. It's a 6. Another good column for Drago, and a 7. It's a fly ball out to the little professor, Dominic DiMaggio in center. He has a beat on it. He makes the catch. 2 down. So 2 outs, no one on. Aaron Hicks comes to plate, 3 for 4 with a homer. The switch hitting Hicks will bat lefty off Drago, the right-handed thrower. Napoli sets the target. Drago deals. It's a 3 and a 6. And Aaron Hicks is patient, proves prudent. He earns a walk. And now Drago has to face the immense one, Aaron Judge. He's 1 for 3 with a home run. Yankee fans imploring Judge to take another one out. Hicks definitely a threat to steal. Drago a +1 in the hold. Hicks inches away from the first base bag. Fastball at the knees. He's going to second. Napoli throws down. He needs a 15 or better. It's a 5, and Hicks slides in safely. Throw was late. Hicks in scoring position. Big insurance run. Judge is ready to grip and rip. The windup and the pitch by Dick Drago. It's a 5. And a 5, and it's a 5, and guess what Aaron Judge just did? He just has launched one to left center field. DiMaggio doesn't even chase. That ball is way out of here. Aaron Judge gets his second home run, a 2-run blast, and the Yankees go up by 4 now, 12-8. We've got a football score here, folks. As Chris from Strat-O-Matic, Delaware says, all rise for the Judge. So he has 2 home runs today. And here's Gary Sanchez. He's 2 for 4. Drago throws the rosin bag to the dirt. Back up on the hill. The windup and the pitch to Sanchez. It's a 3. It's a good Sanchez column. And a 6. And there's a walk. Drago is out of sorts now. Napoli calls time. Goes out to the mound. Red Sox in danger of dropping to 3 games to 1 now. Holiday's 1 for 4 with a home run. Drago takes a peek at first. Napoli goes through the signs. Drago nods his head. Here's the pitch to Holiday. They throw over. Sanchez just gets back. Now the windup in the pitch. It's a 6. Nothing there. Ground ball to Rizzo. Rizzo has it, and he races to the bag himself. Inning over. We go to the top of the 9th, but the Yankees score 2 more on the 2-run blast by Aaron Judge. They now take a 4-run lead in the top of the 9th, and they will need all those runs, as here come the Boston Red Sox Italian-American version. Zarella, Rizzo, and Petrocelli. Zeke Zarella 3 for 4 with 2 doubles. Chapman is 1 pitch over his limit. Here's the pitch by Aroldis Chapman to Zarella. It's a 5, and nothing there for Zeke. And a 3, fly ball to left field. Gardner, a very sure-handed outfielder. This is going to be an out. 8F2 and a 13. So Zarella tries to go the other way. That's a fly ball, left center field. Gardner's racing over and makes the catch at the track. He gave it a good run on the curveball. 1 down. Excellent play by Gardner in left. Here's Anthony Rizzo, 1 for 3 with a home run. Chapman kicks and fires. Rizzo gets a 4. He needs a 6. He gets a 9. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. It's up to Rico Petrocelli to extend this inning. The Yankees 1 out away from taking a commanding 3-1 lead as they return to Fenway. They would sweep in the Bronx. They split at Fenway, and they're 1 out away from sweeping in the Bronx now. Here's the pitch to Petrocelli. He's looking for a 3-6. He gets a 4. And a 3. It's a fly ball out to Judge. 20-sided dice roll. And it's a 1. Petrocelli will double. As he gets that ball, Judge goes back towards the wall, does not make the play in right center field. Enrico Petrocelli with a 2-out double. And we get to the top of the order in the Little Professor. The Italian-American Boston Red Sox are not going quietly. It's 12-8. How big is that 2-run homer now? Dominic DiMaggio, brother of Joe, 2 for 5 with a home run. Chapman, 29 pitches now. Nothing has come easy in this series for each pitching staff. He looks at Sanchez. He deals to DiMaggio. It's a 4 and a 5. And DiMaggio goes down looking, strike 3, ball game over. And what a game it was here in the house that Ruth built. A ton of home runs. The 2017 Yankees 12, the Italian-American Boston Red Sox 8. The Yankees now lead the best of 7, 3 games to 1. Wow, another great ball game. Pitching has killed. Actually, pitching from both sides has not been good. It's just been worse for the Italian-American Red Sox. Let's go to the box score. And the Red Sox are going to have to... Now it goes, the way I have the series set up, it's 1-1-1. So they'll have to win at Fenway, come back and win. And so they got to win 3 in a row. That's all they have to do. Let's go to the box score. Frank Viola was awful. The Game 1 winner would take the loss here in Game 4. He went 2 1/3 innings, 10 hits, gave up 8 runs. Walked 2, struck out 3, and gave up a gopher ball. Chris Capuano went 2 2/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, and he gave up 2 gopher balls, back-to-back jacks they were. Corsi, an inning and a third, 1 hit, no runs, struck out 1. They did hit it hard. They did hit him hard, but right at Red Sox players. Lenny DiNardo came in, got his lefty out. And then Dick Drago, an inning and a third, 1 hit, 2 runs. They were both earned. He walked 2 and gave up that 2-run blast to Aaron Judge. For the Yankees, Severino does not qualify for the win because he only went 4 1/3 innings before Girardi took him out. 9 hits, 8 runs, 7 of them earned. Walked 2, struck out 4, and he gave up 4 bombs. Caleb Smith, 2 1/3, 3 hits, no runs, 2 strikeouts. And Aroldis Chapman gets the win in 2 1/3 innings. He gave up 2 hits, no runs, 2 strikeouts. Striking out DiMaggio to end the game. Home runs in this game. Dominic DiMaggio, Bernie Carbo, Anthony Rizzo, Rico Petrocelli. Those were for the Red Sox. Aaron Hicks, Aaron Judge had 2, and Matt Holliday. 7 home runs in all for the game. So you saw a lot of balls flying out of the old ballpark. Player of the game, I'm going to have to give it to co-players of the game, Aaron Judge and Gary Sanchez. Between them, they knocked in 7 runs. Holliday chipped in with another 2. Hicks had an RBI, and Headley and Torres. Player of the game, Aaron Judge. And a close second, Gary Sanchez. Judge went 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, 2 homers, 4 RBIs. All right, for the Italian-American Boston Red Sox, Dominic DiMaggio, 2 for 6, a hit. He had a home run, a run scored, an RBI. Loretta, 2 for 4. His hot hitting continues. Dustin Pedroia, who he activated for this game, was 0 for 4, and he made a huge error that cost the Red Sox 2 runs. Dante Bichette, 1 for 5. Napoli, 1 for 5 with a run scored. Bernie Carbo, his hot hitting continues. 2 for 5, double, and a home run. And he had 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Al Ziexarella, 3 for 5 with a run scored. Anthony Rizzo, 1 for 2. He had 2-run homer, and he scored 2 runs. Rico Petrocelli had a 3-run blast. He was 2 for 5. 3 RBIs, 1 run scored. In total, my God, these are sick at-bats. The Italian-American Boston Red Sox, 43 at-bats. 8 runs, 14 hits, 8 RBIs. For the Yankees of 2017, 37 at-bats, 12 runs, 15 hits, 12 RBIs. I think some of those runs should have been unearned. Because Pedroia made that error, and then they scored runs. See, I think those should have been, a couple of them should have been unearned. The attendance in the house that Ruth built, who witnessed Aaron Judge whack a couple out. They witnessed 7 home runs for both teams. Judge had 2. 46,699. And on a wonderful weather day. And the 2017 Yankees now have a 3-1 lead over the Italian-American Boston Red Sox. Alrighty, we'll come back with Game 5 tomorrow. Could be all over. I'd like to say thank you to D. Scott Howard in the chat, Strat-O-Matic Delaware, Ken Castro, The Real World, Tribes Fan, Mike McAllister, the Cubs, the Bears, Beatles Eternally. Thank you all very much, gentlemen. You saw another mashing. Once again, pitching took a hard, except for Game 1, the pitching has been bludgeoned by the batters for both teams. But the Yankees did a little more bludgeoning and win in a slugfest, 12-8. They now lead the Italian-American Red Sox 3-1. Till next time, health, happiness, enjoy, have fun, and God bless.